So after understanding in detail about the product management part, the various aspects, how to control the project in a proper quantity and quality, and understanding different techniques of project management, we now further continue to the next topic, that is the inventory management. Inventory management, it is inventory means stock. So, how should this stock be managed in such a way for a smooth running, so that there are no breakdowns in the production and supply? So, it is very important part of the production management, which we are going to study in detail today. It's the process itself, that is inventory, as I said, the stock management, it involves overseeing and controlling the levels of raw material. It can be raw material, it can be semi-finished goods, it may be finished products or finished goods. So it is the controlling and overseeing the levels of not only raw material but also work in progress, which I said semi-finished products and the finished goods within any organization. So the primary objective is to strike balance between having enough inventory or a stock in order to meet the demand, and at the same time also minimize the holding cost. Actually, see what happens, that if the stock or the goods remain unsold and they are in the godown or at the factory site, they also occupy a space, and that space shouldn't be blocked for a long period, because you are paying for that building, there is a cost to that space. At the same time, there should be a flow of goods, so that whatever more demand or more orders are there, you can buy, because that space is also required to buy the raw material in order to proceed to your production. And if this management is not smooth enough or efficient enough, maybe by blocking the space, you are then not be you won't be able to purchase other quantity of raw materials to place it in the factory. So here the primary objective is to have a balance between enough stock to meet the continuous demand also, and at the same time also minimizing the holding cost. So effective inventory management, it ensures that materials are all available for production whenever they are needed. It reduces the risk of stock out and also prevents overstocking, which ties up capital. So, in this context, that is in the context of production management, stock management involves the demand for the task, for example, demand forecasting, order placement, because once you place the order for the raw material or semi-finished goods, it takes their own time to be uh, excuse me, delivered. So here we have to check that also. So it is not only demand forecasting, order placement, but at the same time, along with that, we have to monitor the stock levels which are present in the factory site. There are various techniques that are used in order to work on these things, like just in time, which is called JIT inventory system, and also EOQ models, which you can use in order to optimize the inventory levels in the factory and reduce the carrying cost. So, by maintaining the optimal inventory levels, production managers can enhance the efficiency and minimize the production delays. And they also respond more effectively to the changes in the market demand, ultimately, which leads to the operational success, or maybe overall success of the organization. Here we say that we can quickly respond to the market demand. It means that suppose there is a change in fashion there is a change in demand due to fashion, there is change in demand maybe due to weather condition, or maybe the trend that is. But if you are overstocking in your factory and you're not letting it out to be sold, then maybe when the conditions changes, the demand changes, and you are left with, that will lead to loss if you're left with the stocks, previous stocks. So we have to see that there is a smooth cycle leading the stocks out into the market on time before occurring losses. So it is an integral part, because this inventory management is an integral part, because it entails monitoring the quantities and the movement of various inventory forms within the organization. Effective it when there is efficiency in management of the stock, it leads to um, uh, it ensures that the proper amount of merchandise is available at the right time. It reduces the high costs of holding the stocks or goods, and also it prevents the stock outs also, that is the shortages also. So let us now understand the key components of inventory management. The key components, it includes various types of inventory, or the key components are the raw material, the work in progress, and the finished goods. Actually, each serves a very specific purpose in the production process. For example, if we talk about the raw material inventory, it consists of material awaiting processing. That is, it is still to be processed, and it has to be converted or transformed into the finished product, which are ready to be sold into the market and consumed by the consumers or the customers. Then work in progress, it represents partially completed goods in production. That means some part of manufacturing has been done, but there is still some more work has to be done in order to make it a final goods or a finished goods. So, and the finished goods, obviously, the word itself is telling that which is complete. It is a fully manufactured item which is ready for distribution into the market. And here, additionally, the maintenance, repair and operations, that is MRO. Inventory also includes items which are essential for production support, because see, it's not that the machinery or the or whatever tools and equipment that are used to produce the goods, they need maintenance regularly, on regular basis, maybe weekly. It depends upon what load is there upon these machineries and equipments. So in order to keep them healthy and in order to keep them more efficient, there has to be a services, maintenance, repairs and operations that have to be done on these machineries and equipment, in order to have a very smooth production flow. So it because that helps stock outs, and also it minimizes the holding cost. So it's necessary that we have a very efficient inventory management, because this technique contributes to efficient production operation and overall organizational success. So the raw material, it refers to material which is employed in production, which is raw and not has been transformed yet. Its significance is that it is necessary to maintain a very consistent supply of these material for production. Work in progress means they are turned into the raw material. They are in the transformation stage. They are still in the transformation stage, and they indicate that partially completed products in the manufacturing process. And finally, finished products are, or finished goods are, ready to sell things that has been entirely made or completely finished. Now coming to the method, that is EOQ, economic order quantity. It is one of the key concept within production management. It represent the one of the methods of inventory management, and it represent the optimal quantity of items to order. Optimum quantity of items to order means balancing the cost of holding and the holding inventory against the cost of ordering and replenishing the stock. So EOQ minimizes the total inventory cost by determining the quantity that minimizes the combined expenses of carrying inventory and the cost associated with ordering, such as shipping and handling, etc. So by calculating and implementing the EOQ, production managers, they can strike a cost effective balance, and at the same time they can ensure efficient is inventory level or stock level in order to meet the demand, while they minimize the holding and ordering cost at the same time. So this leads to an efficient production process. So here we can say that we can just sum up the EOQ method as it's the order quantity, that order quantity should be that minimizes the total holding and ordering cost, and it assists organization in determining the best order quantity in order to reduce the inventory expenses and place the order efficiently. Next is safety stock and reorder point. What is safety stock? See, safety stock and reorder point are very important from the point of view that it refers to the extra inventory which is held beyond the expected demand to act as a buffer. It acts as a cushion. That is something that you keep some portion extra in excess, that maybe at the time of immediate requirement we can have a supply. There is no breakdown, there is no stock out. So it is the buffer, that we can call it a buffer against the uncertainties such as maybe unexpected increase in demand or the delay in supply chain. So it acts as a safety net to prevent the stock outs. The reorder point is the inventory level at which a new order should be placed to replenish stock before it runs out. So it is determined by considering the lead time, that is time taken for order delivery, and the average the lead time and the average demand during that period. Actually, setting on the appropriate reorder point ensures that the new orders are placed in timely manner. It has to be well in time, not at the time of urgent requirement. We have to, we suppose, that if we order, it will take 10 days to arrive in your factory side. So it is better that you reorder before the stock is coming to an end, 10 days before the stock is coming to end. So we have to keep the check that maybe if 10 days stock is left to be transformed into, or maybe it is work in progress, then we must order then and there, that by the time, because the fresh supply will arrive after the 10 means on the 10th day or on the 11th day. So for that time you must have some stock on which the work must be continued. So that is the reorder time. So here setting on appropriate reorder time will ensure that new orders are placed in a timely manner, which will prevent the stock outs and maintain a smooth production flow at the same time. So these concepts are very essential in production process, because they balance these things. They balance the need for the continuous production process and also safeguard against the potential disruption in the supply chain. So here we can just sum up the safety stock as the extra inventory which is kept as a buffer or as a cushion against the unforeseen demand, or maybe the demand changes, or supply chain disruption, or maybe the production delays, whatever, wherever, but the moment the production area, there are demand for the raw material or the goods which are needed by them, they should be there in the buffer or in the stock. They should be there to be provided immediately. Similarly, we can say that reorder point, it is the inventory level at which a fresh order should be placed to refill the stock before it reaches a critical level. There shouldn't be the situation that shouldn't be a situation that stock is finished and the new arrival will be after 5 days. So what will the factory has to be closed for 5 days? The machinery will, that is a big loss for any factory, because there is cost to everything. So what you have to do, you have to calculate an appropriate reorder time in order to maintain the stocks regularly. Next is the ABC analysis, sorry. What is ABC analysis? Actually, this through this technique or through this method, um, there is a categorization or classification of items which are divided into 3 groups. We divide them into 3 groups based upon the significance and the value of the value to the organization. So maybe A, B, C. So A can be the items which are of high value, and they typically constitutes a very small percentage of the total item, but they contribute significantly or to overall inventory value. So maybe they are, most highly valued. A are the most highly valued category goods that are required by the business. Maybe they are needed in a small quantity, but they are very important to be ignored. B items can be categorized as those which have the moderate value, and they make up the moderate portion of the inventory or the stock. Whereas C items are lower in value, but they represent a larger portion of the items. So this way we categorize the items into A, B and C. So this classification helps the production manager to prioritize their resources, and attention also, more attention is given to these maybe A category product in comparison to the C category goods. So here this classification helps them to prioritize the resources and also focus on efficient management strategies for high levels of items, and adopting more relaxed approaches for lower value ones. So ABC analysis aids in optimizing the inventory control, enhancing the efficiency, and ensuring that resources are allocated effectively in accordance with the strategic importance of each item. And what is the method, or how do you categorize? Let us just check on it. It is A items, the good of high value and importance, and these items often they account for a small fraction of the total inventory, but they add very significantly to the overall value. B is item of modest worth and importance, and C is the low value, low importance product. But they are not that low value or low importance that one can ignore or one can do without it. No, they have to be there. They have to be acquired. So these items, they comprise a large portion of total inventory, yet they contribute little to the overall worth. So by doing this, by prioritizing the inventory management efforts, by focusing, on high level products and optimizing the resource allocation. So this way, classifying them and ordering accordingly will manage the smooth running of the production process. There will be no breakdown. So this is all about inventory management, and finally the production management also. The key aspects have already been covered. So maybe I can conclude here that inventory management, it entails strategically managing various forms of stocks in order to guarantee that the proper quantity of resources, work in progress and finished products are available at the appropriate moment. And techniques such as EOQ, safety stock, reorder point, and ABC analysis assist organizations in optimizing inventory levels, lowering the holding cost, and also maintaining the supply demand balance. So, that is all about the inventory management and the production management. Thank you so much.